This tutorial is for basic input in a Godot game. So I have my scene right here, and I want to be able to make this tower shoot at the enemies when I press the mouse button. And right now, when I click the mouse button, nothing happens. What we're going to need to do to change that is we're going to go to Project Settings, and you're going to want to go to Input Map. There is built-in actions, but we're not going to touch those. We're just going to make our own. And I'm going to call it shoot and add it. And then I'm going to press this plus to add a keyboard or to connect a button to it. You can normally press a key. So if I press the E key, it'll listen for the input and have that physical E key here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go over to the mouse button, click this arrow, and left mouse button. That is what I want. Then I'm going to make another one for demonstration purposes. And it is going to be called shoot a lot. To add it, this time I'm going to make it have the same mouse button, but I'm going to toggle this shift check mark right here. That way I have to hold down the shift key for this one to work. I'm going to close it. Now we're going to need to go to the script. And to get that, what we're going to do is if input, and then there is a few things that we can have it say. We can either say, is action just pressed? That'll run this, or it'll be true only the first frame that the key is pressed down or button is pressed down. There's is action just released? It will only be true when on the frame that the key is released. And there is action pressed. This will be true every single frame that the button is pressed down. We're going to do is action just pressed? And then the value we're going to pass in is the name of that action that we just created. So shoot. And then I'm going to run my code, which for me is cast fireball. We're going to test it out. Now when I click on the mouse button, it will run the code that I'd like it to. All right, but what about the other one? We'll demonstrate that now. So if oh my goodness, input dot is action pressed, and remember this will run every single frame that the key is pushed down, and I'm going to do shoot a lot. I remember that is the one that we toggled the shift with the same mouse button. So I'm going to do that again, cast fireball, and this time to demonstrate, if I hold down shift and I press the mouse button, it'll then execute the action and get what we want. Anyways, thank you for watching, and that is all.